Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into a political showdown that's been making waves across South Africa, a battle that feels like a full-blown soap opera but with higher stakes, national consequences, and yes, plenty of drama. We're talking about the escalating rivalry between the African National Congress, the ANC, and the Umkhonto we Sizwe Party, better known as the MK Party. And at the center of the storm, none other than former President Jacob Zuma. So, let's set the scene. This week, Zuma and his MK Party allies went on the offensive, accusing the ANC, the party that has governed South Africa since 1994, of being mired in corruption and having lost sight of its founding principles. Speaking at a rally in KwaZulu-Natal, Zuma didn't hold back. He said the ANC had abandoned the people, swapped its values for greed, and allowed mismanagement to fester unchecked. Flanked by MK Party leaders, Zuma painted a picture of a nation betrayed by its rulers and promised that his movement would champion economic transformation, return power to the people, and hold the ANC accountable. He even delivered the kind of line that makes headlines immediately: the ANC has betrayed the people of South Africa. They are the real enemies of progress. Now, that's a statement that's bold, fiery, and sure to get political commentators sharpening their pencils and journalists refreshing their Twitter feeds. But, as with any story involving Jacob Zuma, the plot thickens fast. The backlash was immediate. Critics pointed out that Zuma himself has a very colorful history when it comes to allegations of corruption, think Candler upgrade scandal, protracted arms deal trial, and decades of murky financial dealings. To say the least, some opponents saw a hint of irony, to put it mildly, in him lecturing anyone on corruption. ANC spokesperson Malenji Bengumatsiri didn't hold back either. She called Zuma's attacks desperate politicking and reminded the public that those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. The public has not forgotten the years of state capture, nor who was at the center of it. For Zuma and his MK Party to lecture the ANC about corruption is the height of irony, she said. And honestly, you can almost hear the eye rolls from political analysts across the country. Political experts have chimed in, noting that this exchange underscores a fierce rivalry that is far from mere rhetoric. The MK Party is trying to chip away at ANC support in KwaZulu-Natal and among voters who feel abandoned or disillusioned. Zuma is tapping into very real frustrations: unemployment remains high, poverty persists, and corruption scandals continue to dominate the headlines. He's essentially saying to the electorate, I get it, the ANC has let you down. I have the plan to fix it. However, the challenge for Zuma and the MK Party is credibility. Can voters really trust a figure with his own checkered past to lead the charge against corruption? Some analysts have called this a high-stakes battle for political survival. It's not just about ideology, it's about who can claim the moral high ground while convincing a skeptical public that change is actually possible. For ordinary South Africans, these fiery exchanges are a stark reminder of the deep disillusionment with mainstream politics. Corruption has become a recurring theme in campaign messaging, but the electorate is increasingly skeptical. Voters want accountability, yet many feel that no party, no matter how loudly it proclaims its integrity, is truly capable of delivering real reform. And that, friends, is the problem South African politics keeps circling back to. This political drama also raises interesting questions about the role of personality in our democracy. Jacob Zuma is no ordinary former president. Love him or loathe him, he commands attention. He has a loyal base that still sees him as a champion of certain communities, especially in provinces like KwaZulu-Natal and Limpopo. That base, combined with his charisma and political instinct, makes him a formidable force despite all the scandals and controversies. The MK Party, by extension, becomes more than just a splinter group, it becomes a potential kingmaker, or at least a thorn in the ANC's side. But let's not ignore the humor in all this. Political pundits sometimes call it Zuma-style messaging. He can accuse the ANC of being corrupt while looking like he's personally auditioning for a role in a political drama series. There's almost a certain theatrical flair to his speeches, grand gestures, passionate appeals, and an uncanny ability to dominate headlines for days. And whether you find it inspiring, irritating, or just plain entertaining, there's no denying that he keeps the story alive. Meanwhile, ANC officials are walking a fine line. They can't ignore Zuma's attacks, but responding too aggressively could energize his base even further. It's a delicate dance: defend the party's record without giving Zuma free airtime to amplify his message. Analysts suggest that this feud is not just about words. It's a preview of the battles to come in the next elections. Every statement, every rally, every social media post is carefully scrutinized. The stakes are high, and the winner isn't just who tells the better story, but who convinces the public that they can deliver on promises. And this brings us to a broader point about South African politics today. The war of words between the ANC and the MK party is emblematic of a wider struggle, a battle for trust. Citizens are being asked to weigh competing claims of integrity while confronting daily realities of service delivery failures, electricity outages, water shortages, and uneven municipal governance. So, the debate isn't just theoretical. It has real-life consequences, and the electorate is watching closely, often skeptically, sometimes with exasperated humor. At the end of the day, this is more than a squabble between two political parties. It's a reflection of a democracy grappling with its past, confronting present challenges, and questioning who truly deserves the public's trust. Zuma and the MK party may be trying to position themselves as the antidote to corruption, but their own histories complicate that narrative. Meanwhile, the ANC must defend its record while acknowledging that mistakes were made. For the voter, it's a lot to digest, but it's also the kind of drama that keeps political commentators busy for months on end. So, as this saga unfolds, one thing is clear: the battle for moral high ground could be just as decisive as the ballot box itself. Every speech, every accusation, every counterattack will matter. And as ordinary South Africans, it's our job to watch, analyze, and ultimately decide who we believe can actually deliver progress, and who is just good at making headlines. Before we wrap up, don't forget to do your part. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the Zuma vs ANC saga, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and leave your thoughts in the comments. We want to know what you think. Is Zuma genuinely fighting for accountability, or is this just a political stunt? And do you think the ANC can recover its credibility in time? Your opinion matters, and we love hearing from you. That's it for today's political deep dive. Thanks for joining us as we unpack the twists, turns, and outright theatrics of South African politics. Stay informed, stay curious, and as always, keep questioning what you read. See you next time.